Hello, hello, my lovely friends. It's Elizabeth Angeline coming at you live from Heaven to Spa on the Rock on this beautiful Wednesday evening. Oh man, it's nice out today. It's been a gorgeous week so far. Let me know if you're coming in here with me live to join me. Today's discussion is all about cleansers. You can see the laundry in the background. Sorry about that. That's just the way life is right now. Laundry for days. So, who is with me here for learning all about cleansers? This is one of my favorite topics because if you've heard any of my previous videos, you guys know that my philosophy, I should say, not that I don't believe, but my philosophy in skincare is that if you do not have a clean skin, a perfectly cleansed skin, if we will, with today's topic, then you will not have any other reason to apply any of your beautiful follow-up ingredients. Now, there is another philosophy or belief that since your cleanser is just immediately being washed off, does it have to be a professional product? Does it have to be Eminence? Does it have to be $45? Does it have to be something special to make your skin perfectly clean? Today's discussion is not necessarily about Eminence. It's about the variety of cleansers that you have to choose from. So I have Eminence with me today, but I want you to try and take this into the cleansers that perhaps you've already had, that you've used, that you enjoy. And do let me know if you have any questions regarding your own products, because I'm certainly happy to be here for you for that. So if you need anything while we're on live, just let me know. So today's topic, cleansers. There are many. We're going to start again with Eminence products because that's what we have on hand. I am going to show you the different textures that we have, and I'm going to give you an idea of how many there are. So this is an Eminence product chart. Forgive me if it's backwards, but this says the lightest all the way up to the richest in categories there in the products. So I'm just going to read them to you because you might have one of these at home, so you'll know. So starting on the lightest side, we have Acne Foam, Eucalyptus Concentrate, Citrus Exfoliating Wash, Red Currant Cleansing, Mangosteen Resurfacing Cleanser, Stone Crop Gel Wash, Clear Skin Probiotic, so we're kind of going to the middle now, Rice Milk 3-in-1, which is a special one, Lemongrass Cleanser, Manoi Exfoliating Cleanser, which is also very special, Bright Skin, Calm Skin, Lemon, Firm, Coconut Milk Cleanser, Wildflower Cleansing Balm, and then the cleansing oil, the Stone Crop. So this is the richest side of this flowchart. You can have this flowchart if you want it. It does the same thing for every product in the entire Eminence line. So let me know if you want one of these updated. I'm happy to get that for you. So there are basically 4 different categories of cleanser. So your 4 different categories are your cleansing foam. So it doesn't, again, have to be our Eminence foam, but ours is the active advanced acne foam. Then you have a gel wash. Then you have a milk wash, and then you'll have a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm. The 2 textures of that one are very similar. A cleansing balm, when it's out of the tube, is a bit thicker, and then when you add water to it, it melts into an oil. So that sort of cleansing type is similar. So again, we've got a foam, a gel, a milk, and we also have an oil. Sometimes we get in between a gel cream, which would be our Clear Skin Probiotic. It foams a little bit. It is just delicious, but it's not overstripping. None of the professional cleansers are overstripping. And this takes me down to the reason that we use professional cleansers. The very first step of your skincare is introducing ingredients into the skin. I have a little thing to show you here. These are the layers of your skin. So the active layers are down below, and this surface layer, if you can see, just is flattened, dehydrated skin cells that slough off. This is the only area that we are affecting with our cleanser at this time. So what we're doing by using professional ingredients, it's about the ingredients, is it's starting to introduce something very powerful into your skin. It sets the entire stage. So if you are trying to get to some particular goal with your skin, the cleansing is basically, it's like you wouldn't paint over top of the old paint. You want to get rid of everything else efficiently so the area is perfectly ready for whatever else you put on it next. So most of the cleansers will be having water added to them. And starting with the cleansing foam, let's go with that one. It is an absolutely beautiful texture. This is the Advanced Acne Cleansing Foam. I'm just going to shift a little bit because the sun's setting right in my eye now, which is glorious, by the way, and warm and sunny. I absolutely love this product. It has encapsulated salicylic acid, which I can get into if you guys are interested in that, but today we're going to focus on the ingredients in the cleansers. The reason for the encapsulation of this particular salicylic acid is, again, it's setting the stage for a perfectly cleansed skin. So there are many beautiful cleansing foams on the market. They don't all have to be for acne, but this particular one is. I love a foam if you really like the sudsing effect, if you really like a very clean effect. A foam would be very great for anyone with a normal, combination, or oily skin type. So this is your texture. Sometimes it doesn't pick up if I'm in the way, but it's very soft and airy and kind of almost melty in a way. The smell of this one is so good. This particular cleanser I do wish was my particular skin type. It is not. It's a little bit, because of the salicylic acid in my skin, it's a little bit drying for me. But if you have oily skin or congested skin or really rough textures around your pores, this is the go-to. Now, what we're talking about today is cleansing the skin. So naturally, we're going to bring in the exfoliants as well. They go into any cleanser that you choose with a bit of water, and they cleanse and exfoliate the skin. So this one has the dermafoliant in it. It feels fantastic. It's very light, very fresh feeling, and extremely clean feeling. So I love, love, love that particular cleanser. The foam, again, would be combination skin, normal skin, or oily skin. One of the things that I love to talk about most with cleansers is that you want to use a cleanser that you enjoy. It doesn't always have to be something that someone says. You want to use something that you're going to use, right? That's a philosophy that I really deeply hold. Our sense of smell and our senses in general are our body's awareness system. If you don't like the way something smells, it's because your body doesn't want it near it, right? It's not because your nose is off. It's because your body is saying, I don't like that. So let's say you visit a dermatologist and they give you a prescription to Cetaphil, which is so common. It has 3 ingredients. One of them is water. The other 2 are toxins. And depending on where the water has come from, it depends on what the level of pH is for that product too. If you don't enjoy using it, you're not going to use it effectively. So the key is finding something that you want to use because it makes you feel good or smells delicious or reminds you of something and makes your skin look and feel the way you want it to feel. So one of the first things that you really want to incorporate is analyzing your goal for your skin. Do you want it to be remove all the oil? Do you want it to be dewy and moist? Do you want it to be foaming or not? So when we have a facial or a consultation of any kind, that's one of the first questions that we ask. What type of cleanser do you enjoy using? Because if I'm to say, hey, you should have coconut milk because I love the smell, and you love a foaming one, our levels are disconnected, so it doesn't match up and you won't enjoy it as much. You were hoping to have a foam, I hit the button the wrong way, and off we go to the wrong direction, right? So figuring out the goal is very important. Now, the foam, again, is a nice large size and a beautiful smell. I love, but this one is for advanced acne with his very scientific encapsulated salicylic acid. It's very good. He's the pore cleansing ingredient. So he helps to sort of a spiral shaped ingredient, and he goes in there and destroys the blemish or the congestion, the oil, and just helps clean that out. So continued use of that. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Okay, so now we're going to gently move up from there into the cleansing gel. So the cleansing gel that we have is Stone Crop Gel Wash and Mangosteen. These are the ones we carry and sell the most. These are outstanding. You just need like a small drop. They don't suds as much as the foam, but they are a gentle sudsing action. So I'm going to go ahead and demo with the Stone Crop. Stone Crop is the sister plant to aloe vera. It's extremely calming and soothing. Gentlemen love this particular one. The smell is very subtle, very basic, very almost earthy, nothing floral or minty about it. The Advanced Acne Foam has a little bit of a eucalyptus smell to it. It's just delicious. Hello everyone, let me know you're watching with me live. I appreciate your time. So what I love the best about both the Stone Crop and the Mangosteen is just how little you need to use. And also in combination with any of the scrubs is just lovely. So I would suggest it's always less than you think it is. So about that much or less for your daily full face. And let's talk a moment about the double cleanse while I show you this one whipping up. The double cleanse is any cleanser that you have. So let's see if I can get this into a foam on my hand. My hand's gonna be so clean after this. So you can kind of see a little foam. I wish you could smell this. It's so subtle and soft. But this whole amount would cover both hands, definitely, and cleanse this entire area with this very gentle suds. It's very soft. It's very kind of melty, not foamy like the acne foam, but just really soothing. So stone crop is one for very sensitive skins because of that aloe family. It's also really, really nice, as I say, for any gentleman or using as a shave on the face if the gentlemen have a beard or shave their face. That one, again, mixing it with the dermafoliant or the physiofoliant is lovely. If you are using any of the cleansers we talk about, let me know what you love most about that cleanser down below. Let me know which one your favorite is. And if you have switched them up, we are going to get to a discussion as to when and why you might switch up your cleansers once I finish this little roster here. So stone crop and mangosteen. Mangosteen is a little bit unique in that it has lactic acid in it. And this goes back to laying the foundation of your skin's goal. So you think, well, does a little bit of lactic acid in my cleanser do anything? Well, you know what? It does. Because this little chart here, if you were to imagine how small your skin cells are, it gently introduces lactic acid into this area here. There is a fine gum that is acid mantle kind of situation. It's a mixture of sweat and sebum, your oil and your sweat. And it gums these skin cells together. So these skin cells need to have assistance in removing, so these cells, the happy, juiciest, youngest cells, can actually grow at their normal rate. If this area here gets built up, this area here almost gives up. It's like, meh, what's the point? There's no point. No one's tending to me up here, so I may as well move slower if nothing else, right? This productivity is where we get our glow and our firmness from. So the last thing we want is for these cells to give up or slow down, yes? So we are really working at this microscopic level with the sticky goo that binds the skin cells together. So does lactic acid on the surface of your skin in your cleanser matter? Yes. Hands up, yes. Thank you. If you do not have, okay, so this is, again, if your goal is skincare skin refinement or texture, enlarged pores, things like that, right? If your goal is hydration or something else, we'll discuss something else. But if your goal is refinement, texture, pores, blemish control without a lot of blemishes, and also signs of visible photoaging damage. We're keeping the stratum corneum intact. We're not physically exfoliating it. So can also be beneficial for any skin types that are very sensitive and don't manually exfoliate. So let's say you have rosacea and you're like, I don't want to scrub my face. This guy is perfect for that. This very subtle daily exposure to lactic acid, which is very hydrating, but helps to remove and reduce the sticky goo that binds your dead skin cells together. Insert mangosteen. Plus, he smells like a citrus burst in the face. So very similar texture to stone crop, lovely, tiny bit used, all you need. Gorgeous. Let me know if you've used mangosteen cleanser. It's like a very hot seller. That actually was one of the original line of mangosteen. It was such an intense great seller that they added to the mangosteen line just recently, which we've talked about. Okay, moving forward. So we've gone through foam, and then the next one up weight-wise or texture-wise is gel. The next one is going to be our gel cream kind of property, which I would generally still position into gel, but this one is a bit special. This is the Clear Skin Cleanser. Clear Skin Cleanser, again, is just lovely. How do you know if you have photo damage? Oh, Sandra, we can certainly talk about that. The photo damage is any brown spots, pigmentation, or additional dark coloring or mottling on your skin. Let's have a conversation about that. Listen to the end of the video because I have something very special to announce that you're going to love. Yes, Sophia. So that's, you use it, you feel it, and you can feel the difference. Thank you for watching. So the gel cream is Clear Skin. So Clear Skin is also very nice. This one is very cooling. So this is for acne. The foam is advanced acne, deeper issues, longer standing issues. This is a really great one for teens starting out or people who have a generally oily skin type with a random blemish. It's just excellent. You can smell the tea tree in it right away. Has cucumber and shea and yogurt. So probiotic activity immediately when you're prepping the skin. Super important to maintain a certain pH when you're dealing with acne. Maintain the acid mantle, extremely important. The corneocytes on the top, these guys here are already so upset, so inflamed. You don't want to aggravate that situation anymore. And so now this again would be, if you can see, full amount for full face. You add your water. It's a lovely cleanser. Absolutely. Hello, mama. Hello, I love you. So this cleanser, again, very soothing, calming, and cooling. So if you've ever had a blemish or a face full of them like I have, it's like it's hot and it's irritated all the time. So Eminence particularly has used these cooling ingredients to assist in reducing the irritation that you feel, and then assist in reducing the irritation that your blemishes are going through, reducing infection through tea tree, reducing the bacteria surface with probiotics, helping to manage that flora, and then cooling and calming with yogurt and cucumber. Absolutely lovely product, and mixed also with a dermafoliant I recommend for blemish control is delicious. Absolutely just lovely. So that one, a tiny bit thicker, I would say. Not thick in any way, but a little bit thicker than the Stonecrop or the Mangosteen. So a beautiful choice if you're feeling oily at the end of your day, right? And you're like, we need to control this oil with some of those beautiful ingredients. That would be the one. Tea tree in there also, I find, just has such an olfactory trigger that you feel like you're doing a good job and you're cleaning off the surface of your skin. Tea tree kind of has that deep, like you know exactly what it is smell, right? There's no doubt, no question about that one. So then after we go from gel over, we're heading up now into the creams. So in Eminence, we have what's called the Vita Skin collection. That collection includes calm skin, clear skin, firm skin, and bright skin. 4 very important goals that we generally talk about as a blanket or an umbrella in skincare: calm, clear, firm, and bright. So those goals, we have certain ingredients that we use. So each collection in the Vita Skin collection has a very consistent ingredient list. So that way, again, you're prepping the stage perfectly for your skin by starting out with ingredients that match. Then your skin's like, oh, I know you. Let's put you over here exactly where you need to go. So the next one I'm going to show you is Calm Skin, because it's beautiful. If you've ever had irritations in terms of redness, a lot of the times we get flushing, or if you can see capillaries, it may or may not be rosacea, and without a consultation I would hate to say so, but if you just have a general redness in the skin, you're a higher vascularity level. The higher your vascularity level indicates that you just have a thinner dermal layer and the blood vessels are closer to the surface. A lot of the times this can come from hereditaries, from your gene pool, from exposure, from stress, and from foods. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Calm Skin, and the reason that we use Calm Skin is because, again, it just soothes and hydrates the skin. There's also often a tightness to rosacea that you don't need. But either way, this particular step is a cream/milk cleanser. So this one is much thicker. We're using chamomile, calendula, and arnica in this particular cleanser for calming vasoconstriction. So if you have a vascular skin type and your face is kind of pink or red a lot, you need some vasoconstriction going on, strengthening the blood vessels, strengthening the walls, and reducing the amount of blood that sits there. But what I want to talk about is the texture of this cleanser. Can you kind of see? The other ones were dripping. This one doesn't drip. So if you had an irritated skin, look at this. This is like butter on your face. It is so soothing and so calming. Very subtle smell of flowers, chamomile, I would say, very subtle. Everything in Eminence, let me know if you agree, for anybody new who's watching. If you feel like Eminence has this overpowering scent, or if you feel like the scents are very neutral and agreeable, let me know, because there's some people that will watch that have never used any of these things. So Calm Skin, very melty, very soft, thins right out. What I do find with Eminence, and if you have ever used it, you might agree, any of the pumps that we have, they're just too generous. We have to negotiate like half. So you get used to that, and then your cleanser has extreme value. If you have very, very sensitive skin or extreme rosacea redness issues, you may not even feel comfortable exfoliating it. So there could be an option where we swap out our cleansers and switch from mangosteen in the morning over to Calm Skin in the evening. So I have one more texture to talk about, and then I'll talk about certain things like how to use it properly and how to double cleanse and why you might switch them out. And if you have any questions, let me know ahead of time because I got to catch up. This is all live, people. This is all live right here. We'll rinse that one off. So that's a cream/milk cleanser. Sometimes, like we would have, actually no, I shouldn't say that because now Sophia and I just discovered that that cleanser is discontinued. I was going to say, if you have an active cleanser, we used to have a blueberry soy exfoliating cleanser, but let's refer back to the lactic acid mangosteen. If you have an active cleanser, you would want to leave it on your skin in place for 1 to 3 minutes. You would also do that if you were watching one of my previous Facial Friday videos. It was talking about putting a stimulant into your cleanser. You would leave that on your skin for 1 to 3 minutes because you really are just rinsing that off. So if you want something to come out of it, you would just let it do the job for 1 to 3 minutes. So you could, have it pair that with a hair wash or a hair mask like I love to do, or brush your teeth in there, or body scrub, or shave if you need to, if you haven't been lasered yet. Whatever you can do to let that active cleanser sit on there. So our active cleansers would be Monoi Exfoliating Cleanser, which I'm going to talk about next, the Mangosteen Daily Resurfacing Cleanser, and previously would have been blueberry soy, but I think we've concurred that that's no longer. So we'll talk about Monoi. This is a very special cleanser. Now, you have seen me add exfoliants into some of the cleansers that we've demoed tonight. This one does not need that. I have used so much of the Monoi that I've literally had to shake it out and put it into a lid to show it to you. This has refined olive seed in it as an exfoliant. And I don't know if you know this about this, but Monoi is the flower that we all frigging love in Hawaii called the plumeria flower. Hands up if you love the plumeria flower. That is the smell of Monoi. We also have a Monoi night cream, which is just magical. But Monoi Cleansing Exfoliating Cleanser is a unique one to Eminence in that you do not need to add an exfoliant to it. So this is for skin types that need a lot of refinement. It's a very gentle refinement. Let's get you in there if we can get you to see. It's very fine, very soft, but there is a gentle granule exfoliating at the same time. So this may not be your only cleanser, but if we diagnose you properly and you are your goals are very clear, this can be your daily cleanser. It smells so good and it just takes you back to a tropical place. It's just a lovely thing. So creamy as well. So with the granules in there, I'm sorry if you can't see them, but they're very fine. They need to be very fine if you're going to use them on a consistent daily basis. If you are too scratchy, you're going to cause your skin to actually thicken. So that's a really important part of exfoliating and cleansing. If you're using something unprofessional or let's say unscientifically formulated, the granules could just be that much too large and the skin will hyperproduce keratinocytes, the surface ones, to protect because it's like, oh my God, it's just being robbed. We need to find a balance. And I gotta tell you guys, sometimes when we are struggling with our skin, it's often just finding the balance between what you take away from your skin and what you give back to the skin. And it really comes from somebody who knows skin. If you guys have any education on ingredients, that's where we got to start, because you can choose any of the lines that you're in love with or that you've used before, but you want to use things for a certain reason, not because of the price or not because of the packaging or because they're celebrity endorsed. You're using it because there's something in it that your skin is asking you for, and the person who's going to tell you what that is a skincare professional. So while we can't be together, I have a very special announcement, which I'll just give to you now because I'm just so excited. I'm going to be offering virtual skin professional analysis and consultations. I have put together a very special package. Look at this intake form, you guys. This intake form is serious. This is all of your goals. This is all of your current conditions. This is all of your things that you might not know about why things happen, where they happen, why they're happening at certain times and not other times. This is excellent intake information so we can do an analysis together virtually. The cost is actually very amazing too. I am starting the cost of our virtual analysis at $60 because of the time, but you get a $50 credit, which expires in 30 days, to use towards any products that you purchase from our consultation. So essentially, you're getting 30 minutes of one-on-one time for $10 and a $50 credit towards any Eminence product that you choose, or any product that I sell. So what I feel as though this will offer you is a chance to understand exactly what's going on and the ingredients that you might need, because this is my life. This does not need to be your life. This needs to be 30 minutes of your time to address and get to the bottom of those skin problems that you may or may not be experiencing. And if you're with me here live, I know that you may not have problems with your skin because we probably already have some products. So if you feel like you know anybody that this would benefit, I would feel so grateful if you would share. On our Instagram tonight, I'm going to go and blast all of the things that are included into all of the skin consultations. And I actually have a live link already on the Instagram link tree, which you can book and reserve your time. Currently, I'm isolating it to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the consultation so that we can do an order on the Monday, and ideally by next Friday you will have all your products. So I'm hoping to have all the products orders on Monday, and then you'll have everything that we need for your skin. So I hope that gets you excited. Let me know if that's exciting to you, because it's really exciting to me to be able to finally help and also bring that into the spa once we reopen. These consultations would be way deeper than anything that you could have imagined before. The details, the reasoning, and the ingredient knowledge is just going to be excellent. And it doesn't have to be purchased from me. You can take this ingredient information. It's not product information. It's really skin science, and you can take it anywhere you want to take it. So let's get back to our cleansing situation, and just let me know that you guys love that idea, because I love that idea. I'm so excited to do that. Okay, so now we've done the cream, we're on the oil. So the Stone Crop Cleansing Oil and the Wildflower Cleansing Balm are two of the richest formulas that we have. The cleansing oil is truly one of my favorites. We have talked about this a couple of times. I'm going to use the other hand now. So cleansing oil is very oily. It's just a clear, beautiful, divine oil that leaves you with an extremely dewy finish. So I like to use this one without water at first, and then I actually rinse it off with a hot wash as opposed to adding the water to it, but I'll show you both options. So if you have a combination skin type, believe it or not, this is going to help interchange with your skin's oil and swap that out and rinse it right away, which is really great. I noticed an incredible reduction in my blackheads once I started to use the cleansing oil. I have a very fine, previously very acneic, very oily skin type, so now I have a very fine combination skin type. But I was thrilled to see that the blackheads diminished quite a bit when I started using this, because I don't like squeezing my face, because my face is very vascular as well. So that is just by itself. When you add a little bit of water to it, it turns into a soft, very, very soft milk. And then you rinse it away, and it is just this, like, it's just a giving product, I find. So we talked about the balance between what you take away and what you give to your skin. This one gives. Stone Crop, sister plant to aloe vera, your microgreens in there for detoxifying the skin, and your microgreens, so you can kind of see this veil of moisture. Oh, just so good. And then your next product is going to go right on top of there and go right into the tissue. It is just a lovely product. So when might you double cleanse? You could double cleanse with any cleansing product that we've talked about, any cleansing product that you have. You would double cleanse in the evening only. If you had a heavy makeup on. So if you're a heavy makeup wearer, it's important to remove the makeup one way or another with a makeup wipe, a makeup cleanser, whatever you want to play with, or your cleanser, and then cleanse your skin additionally. If you don't, you are risking the chance of just leaving your skin half clean. You know, if you don't wear heavy makeup, you probably don't need a double cleanse, but we're talking about the possibility that you might. So if you do have a double cleanse, you would pick something very subtle like the cleansing oil, nothing that would take too much away. If you wanted to do the cleansing oil for your makeup and then go with the lactic acid or the Stone Crop to actually feel the sudsing, that would be a lovely combination. You could also do, I wouldn't do Monoi twice because we talked about that having its refinement in there, but you could do the lovely makeup remover would be considered a part of a double cleanse. So you could take that over your eyes. This is the one that I do. I take that over my eyes, I wipe the back of the pad over my face, and then I go ahead with my cleansing routine, which I adore. When you are dealing from winter to summer, your skin usually produces more sebum, more oil in the summertime. And you also, I hope you are, wearing more sunscreen in the summertime. So even though you might have a normal skin type, not an oily or a combination skin type in the winter, you might need to switch it up a little bit to one of the gels perhaps in the summertime. You would not need to necessarily mix up your cleanser every season, but during a season from winter to summer, so you might have two choices. You could also have a morning cleanser and a nighttime cleanser. Your morning cleanser needs to be very subtle, and you need to use very little of it because you really have only had your own natural oils establishing on your skin overnight. But you do sometimes get sweaty in the night or bacteria in the night, which just, kind of sticks there. So you do want to make sure you're at least rinsing your face and hot washing that off, or using one of your cleansing products. If you're using a nighttime cleanser again and you've got your makeup on from the day at work, perhaps that might feel better if that foams and suds and really cleans that off. If you're an oily skin type, that clear skin product is just lovely for that. It's cooling and soothing at the end of your day, but then also kind of gives you a little suds and a little foam. And then if you feel like your face is just irritated at the end of the day, I would definitely go with one of the creams or the milks. Coconut milk is very tropical and lovely. And again, so you're rinsing off, kind of getting your face prepped for bedtime, and usually richer products at bedtime. Perhaps your oil versus your serum at bedtime. Your face doesn't matter to you because you're sleeping, so you're really just sealing in that moisture, offering any treatment perhaps. So then you could have your gel wash in the morning to really suds up, wake you up, get a mangosteen perhaps. The smell of it just smells so great and you're ready for the day. Face is perfectly prepped, right? So there are no rules, but one of the things you really want to get started with is your primary and your secondary concern. When we do our virtual consultation, that is the number one question. What do you see when you look in the mirror? What's the first thing you notice when you look at yourself in the mirror? And then what's the second thing that you notice when you look in the mirror and touch your skin? In the consultation, you guys, I also want to reiterate, it is not a skin bashing party. The third question is, what do you love most about your skin? What makes you smile when you see yourself in the mirror? And the fourth question is, what does healthy skin look like to you? What does it look like to you when you see someone who has healthy skin? Because that could be very different between me and you, and the goal needs to be clear. So over all of these things, I want you to just sit with your goals and just see what your primary concern, your secondary concern, what does healthy skin look like, and what do you love about your skin that we can maintain and enhance with the proper usage of the proper products. Skin health is the best thing. You guys, we only get one skin. Our whole lives. We might get a brand new pair of boots or jeans or whatever that cost whatever, and your skin is the only one that you will ever have. So imagine being able to maintain the good things, correct the things that irritate you, and live with glowing, beautiful skin. It is just so rewarding, and I want everybody to live like that. So what else can we talk about with your cleansers? Which ones wouldn't you use, perhaps? If you had a very oily skin, I would suspect that you might not be satisfied with the texture of a milk. Perhaps, varies with everybody. There are no rules. But perhaps you would want something that does have more of that gel texture. If you feel hot, you would want something cooling. If you feel like your face is tight and dry, you would want something rich and giving. The cleansing step is the prepping stage. So whatever we do after you've cleansed, you should not feel tight. You should not feel stripped. You should feel neutral. Your skin should feel relaxed and healthy after you've done your cleansing. Now, cleansing doesn't really stop with the cleanser. Yes? Bring in the toners. The toners used to be for pH balancing. Now that we have professional skincare and all that, the pH balancing is a little bit less. And actually, through my education that I've been diving into recently, I'm going to do a video on layering shortly, because layering actually means a little bit more than the weight of the product. There's a lot of pH involved in which layer you would put first, which I was thrilled to be reminded of. I loved. Yes. Hi, Stacy. Lovely to see you. Right? Those are beautiful combos. Yes, please use them both. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for your time tonight. So when we use toners now, remember when we used to have, what was that like stringent-y one that we all like stringent, it was like, like burnt your face. Remember that when was that like in the early 90s? Anyways, whoops, good times. We are now using toners to give back. So mangosteen toner is antioxidants and hydration and a burst of energy. It just revitalizes the skin. Like it's magical. I'm going to spray that on my face all day. I wish you could smell it. It is literally a revitalizing mist. So many of the uses for toners now, we're going to spritz it on after we have done our cleanse. In the evening, you can put it on a cotton pad and wipe just to make sure all of the residue of everything that you have. And what great proof, you guys, when you have a cleanser, especially a professional one, and then you wipe it and there's nothing there. Like, has that happened to you before when you're using a crappy drugstore product? This is such great proof. The Stone Crop Mist, I have it, is also a hydrator. A liquid moisturizer, so you can add that. And the Lime Refreshing Tonique is one of my favorites, absolute favorite. I'm going to bundle some of these things together for this video. So we're going to bundle together a cleanser of your choice, an exfoliant of your choice, and a toner of your choice. This bundle will be our perfectly prepped skin bundle. Okay, so I'm going to put on my link tree, I think, like the bundles, or my highlights maybe, the bundles that we now have, because we have the SPF bundle. We also have a couple of, what is the other bundle that we had? Oh, that was the gift. But now we're going to have the perfectly prepped skin cleansing bundle. Okay, so toner of your choice, cleanser of your choice, and exfoliant of your choice. I'll put the price down in the notes because I just popped that up on the fly. 3 amazing uses for toner. Like I mentioned, spritz it on the face for that refreshment, that giving back, antioxidants, and but no weight, right? It feels lovely. The second wonderful use for your toner is that it extends the life of your cream. So let's say you have a cream and it's not quite the right texture for summer, but it was your winter cream. If you add a spritz of that into your winter cream, all of a sudden you have this incredibly lighter textured, added benefits moisturizer. So instead of swapping out and going for a new $60 cream, add a tonique in there that you love the smell of, and you got a lighter cream and it can go right on, and then your SPF can layer on top, right? Sometimes we can even use an SPF, add some of the tonique. Oh my goodness, so good. And the third reason that you would use a tonique is on top of the minerals, just like I have done just now. So it binds the minerals of your SPF powder together and allows them to last longer, and then you can layer another SPF mineral on top, which is a lovely idea if you're out at the beach specifically or outside all day long. It really adds that double layer of heat reflection, resisting the penetration of heat, which is causing inflammation and therefore aging. So we now call that inflammaging. Inflammaging. I kind of like that one. You guys, come on. That was funny. Amelia, I will look into that. I'll see if I have. It is such a great product. That mangosteen toner, divine. If I have one, I'll pop it in your bag on when the other ones arrive. What else can we talk about? Any other questions, you guys, while you're here with me live? Anything that I didn't touch base on? I think I touched base on, Leanne, your question about when you would switch it up. So I hope I answered that properly. Why you would double cleanse, definitely if you're a heavy makeup wearer. And you know what? Even if sometimes in the morning when I have been cleansed my face in the evening, I'll just go ahead and use Stone Crop Fizzofoliant with some water. I'll use that in the morning to freshen my face up. I love that product. This one has the sodium bicarbonate in it and the microgreens, really great as well for acne, because if you have acne, oxygen that comes from the sodium bicarbonate, the fizz component, will actually destroy blemishes, and the microgreens will help kill some of the bacteria, and the pollution, the anti-pollutant ingredients, will destroy that from inside the pore wall, which is beneficial to no end. Plus, this one is very soothing, actually. I didn't really like it at first because it didn't pair well with my Stone Crop Cleansing Oil, which was unusual because they came out at the same time. So I was like, meh. But I've started using it on its own with just water, and it's excellent. I love it. Nicole, so great question. Is it okay to exfoliate every day? I'm a huge fan of exfoliation, but you know what? I think I've been overdoing it. I've been really with our online virtual skin consultations. I have been going back into the archives of education, and I've been loving it. I love education, hence the videos. there is a very fine balance, Nicole. So if you feel like that's working for you and your goals are being met, then maybe. Every day is pushing it, I would say. A nice neutral amount if you're using something that's fine enough in the granules and professionally formulated. Again, doesn't have to be Eminence. You can use it up to 5 times a week, I would say, without any additional enzymes or acids. If you have a very thick texture, Nicole, if you'd like, I would love to offer the skin consultation. It gets $50 in credit for the product. The link is in the Instagram. If you want to join me, I would love that. But we can take a specific look at what your primary concern is. And then what we try and do with the consultation or any of these educational videos is find out if enzymes would work better, or if a peel would work better. Like, what's the energy behind exfoliating every day? Is there something that you could do that would be matching of the goal, that wouldn't be as aggressive to the skin? And again, Nicole, if it's working for you, fantastic, because I have been an exfoliator all the time. I recently, again, it was just a couple days ago when I was putting all this together. I've been working on this for about 2 weeks now. I thought, hey, maybe some of my irritation or enlarged pores around there is because I'm over exfoliating. And what else I realized is that I have a whole bunch of vitamin C's that I'm using. And the ingredient in vitamin C, I am just coming to the understanding or the reminder that these ingredients are so small, but that's all the skin needs. I was actually using 3 vitamin C serums at the same time. So citrus and kale, layering that on top of a vitamin C hyaluronic, and then layering on my rosehip on top of that. My skin does not need that much. So I've pared it way back just this week, actually. So this is the 3rd day, to cleansing my citrus and kale serum, my eye serum, and my Lily Koi priming SPF moisturizer with my tinted moisturizer, my powder on top. So it doesn't have to be vast, is what I'm saying. The ingredients, especially professional, especially Eminence, are so potent that we don't have to overdo it. And sometimes I have noticed in my own skin that when I am overdoing it, my skin is like, hey, I need a minute. Can you stop? And so let's try that too. So that's what I'm trying now. And I was like, wow, my skin looks great today. I felt like my skin looked great. Anyway, and I love that feeling, so go for that. But yes, so perhaps that would be fine, Nicole, but perhaps it could be a little much. And it really would depend on the products that you were using to exfoliate. If the granules are too large, it will hyperkeratinize the skin, which means it will build up this layer at the top, which again is somewhat of a useless layer. We really just want this layer to be quite happy. This over here is talking about some of the microencapsulation for penetration of the products. So this stuff is all gone over with you in detail, along with a thorough interactive analysis of your skin in our virtual consultations. I think it's great. I don't think that there's anything like this that I have even done, and I feel not ashamed because I've always done nice things, but I am just so excited to bring this to our in-person facials, as well as like skin health in general. It's not just whipping stuff on that you like the smell of. Like, yes, it can be great, but it can really be science in your skin and make changes. And I want you to believe in that and know that a change is there if you need it. If you're having concerns and if your mind is going towards the negative things on your skin instead of how great you feel, then that's fixable shit. Like, let's fix that. Yes? Let's fix that, I say, with a skincare professional. Because then you can take the information and make better choices for yourself. You might know an ingredient called azelaic acid. It's a very unique ingredient that is not actually an acid, but it helps signal the skin that is regenerating too quickly. So if you've ever had psoriasis or eczema and there's patches of thickness and roughness, you need that ingredient in your skincare. Is that something that you need to research and learn and know and have the time for? Probably not. Is that something that I live for? Yeah, obviously. So use me as your tool. Use me for 30 minutes as a guide to tell you exactly what you need to know to make the best decisions for yourself. That's all. The skin consultation is so that you can have armor against your skin, so we can be skin experts together. So again, that's pretty much all I had. I will put together a bundle of the cleansing, toning, and exfoliating because I think that's an excellent place for skincare. Anybody who, again, you would never mask without cleansing. Like, you just can't. You can't expect a change without a perfectly prepared skin. So I really feel like, as much as it doesn't always have to be professional, it does need to be effective, and it does need to be gentle, and it does need to maintain the barrier function of the skin and allow the whole area, the acid mantle, pH situation, to just be neutral, so that the next ingredient has a path and gets to the goal area of where that ingredient wants to go. So I'm about to sign off. If you guys have any more questions, please let me know. And thank you so much for joining me on my live videos. I love doing these. I thought today was going to be a little shorter of a video, so forgive me. And let me know if you're excited about the virtual consultation. Again, in the Instagram link in the bio, it's a Linktree link. There's a virtual calendar. You can book there with me. You can pay there, and then you get the credit applied, and I will ship you or deliver you or have you pick up any of the products that we talk about. The product orders are going through on Mondays. So each Monday we'll be doing somewhat small orders, because that way we're only ordering the products that people are asking for and needing, and I'm not sitting on them while we're not open. So I'm trying to keep them a little more consistent. On Wednesday, I would like to do an information video like this, so that you can gain some information, perhaps before, or some ammunition to take into our virtual consultation, or just joining us on Facial Fridays for the fun. So Facial Fridays at 6 p.m. is all about the fun and the facial, the live demo, every step that I would do in a facial, every skincare regime that I would use in a professional facial will be live on Friday at 6 p.m. And then we do have sample pouches that are coming on the way. So I can't really say, let me know if you want any more of those, because I think maybe those have been taken now. But moving forward on Mondays, we'll continue to order sample pouches so that you can continue to join me for Facial Fridays. And then Wednesday will be our information. So Wednesday's video today will be information video. So that's what you can expect coming forward from me. And then the virtual consultation calendar is open for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then that way we can have everything ordered on the Monday, and by the following Friday, you'll be able to use all the things we've chatted about. So if you are interested and have questions about the consultation, again, I'm going to go put a ton of information on the Instagram story and make a highlight about that. But please message me or email me anytime. You can message me from this video, you can message me from Facebook, and you can email the spa, info@heavenspa.ca, anytime that you have any questions. The spa is currently closed, so I'm not answering the phone, be fair. And I have a ton of these, you guys. I have a ton of these brochures. We get them every order with Eminence. So if you want to, some of the suggestions with this, as I say, we've got lightest to richest. I'll go back to cleansers just because that's where we're at today. If you like something, then you would stay in the family 2 to 3 apart. If you tried something, a sample or whatever, and you're like, meh, I didn't like it, then that gives you the knowledge base to try a different texture. Or let's say you like something that foams. So that's pretty clear, right? That says gel foam. You like something that's rich and oily, well, that makes that pretty easy to go with. Eminence understands that their catalog is vast, so they've given us as many tools as we can, let alone intense education. So in here, each one, cream, mask, otherwise, is outlaid, as well as, I should say, finding your skin type in the front, some of the images with the VitaSkin situation that I talked about, the VitaSkin, and then a complete skincare routine. Basically, this pamphlet takes my job. Do you think? Maybe I should not give it to you? Skincare routine. Your steps are right there. Cleanse, tone, exfoliate, mask, treat, moisturize, eye care, protect, body care. All of the things right there. So let me know. Actually, I might just include these in all the orders that are coming through, but moving forward, if you guys need one of those, I can leave a little stash outside and you can grab one. And again, every product inside tells you why you would use it and the benefits of it as well. So that's a useful tool. Anything else you'd like to chat about this evening? Anything? Join me again on Friday at 6 p.m. I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to decide. I think we're going to be talking about hyaluronic acid and moisturizing facial this Friday. Last week we did a detoxification one, and the week before we did kind of a bright skin one. So I think we're going to go firm and hyaluronic acid. If you have any pre-questions, or bring those with you on Friday. And for Facial Friday, it doesn't have to be my products. Pull out everything that you have, get yourself a headband, get yourself a glass of wine, and join me. It would be lovely, because then you get to see how to use your things, as well as some of the things that maybe you could add in and just have something special, something eminency and special that you can use to really get that bang for your buck and make some of those concerns go away. You never know. And it's fun. We have a great time. This Friday too, you guys, huge prize coming up. I found out with my last order, I have some very special prizes from Eminence coming in my order. I can't wait. And yeah, so join me for that surprise. 2 presents are being given away, the Mangosteen body lotion and the citrus lip balm, because we had 14 shares. If we can beat 14 shares, the presents that I'm going to give away are crazy. They're crazy. The whole situation's crazy. I'm a little worried that I'm going to run out of presents, I must say. I gotta tell you. I hope you got your orders in last week. Just saying. What else? No, that's it. Thank you, you guys. What fun. You guys are such fun. I truly appreciate your time. And yeah, the cleansing bundle. I'll put that up on my highlight as well so that you guys can choose any cleanser, any scrub, any toner. And what we've been doing so far is like a $20 discount from the regular price. So that's kind of fun. And it gives you, oh, hi, Amelia again. Yes, I would definitely put a pamphlet in your pouch for you. And I'll check on the Mangosteen Mist before I go tonight too. So yeah, thanks, you guys. I'll see you on Facial Friday. Follow up on the Instagram stories and highlights and all the posts to keep you updated. And we'll see you here Friday at 6 p.m. live with me, Facebook. Invite your friends, share it. You must share it in order to be entered to win the special prize that's coming up, which I think you're gonna like. I actually don't even know what it is. That's the best part. It's a surprise. But we know the value, and the value is awesome. Okay. Thank you for watching. I don't want to say goodbye when you're all here with me live. I appreciate your time so much. I really do. I'm going to go home, make dinner, and hang out with the boys. So, tomorrow we're going to lay a brand new garden bed. I can't wait. It's going to be good. So I don't know what my nails are going to look like on Friday. But I tell you, when I was working my pants off, which I do always, I told myself, I have a new revelation, by the way. I told myself if I was ever a woman of leisure, my nails would be perfect all the time. So that's kind of fun that I've been having. Nails. I miss painting nails. You're surprised Barry doesn't have painted nails right now because I miss it that much. But yeah, so we've been having a great time. So I'll see you Friday. I'll look forward to it. Enjoy this beautiful evening. And thanks for joining me on All Things Cleansers. You can always pop any questions in if you're watching the replay. I'll make sure to follow up. And we'll put a cleansing bundle cost down below once I figure out what that will be. And you can choose all the products custom for you. And if we need a virtual consultation to make those choices, that would be magnificent. Again, you get a $50 credit towards the product. So it really is a no-brainer if you're stuck with any questions. I'll look forward to seeing you on Friday. Have a great day. And if you need to, the booking system for the virtual consultation is on the Instagram link. It's not in the normal booker because that situation is closed right now. So go ahead, it's on the link in the Instagram highlight. I'll see you soon. Bye.